It's making people's frequency come up just a teeny little bit. And if they are also working on their own frequency and actually happen to know, hey, this is the planet and this is how it really works, which is rare, but I mean, it happens. Now you got something going on. See how that works? And it works this way because it's designed this way. Human potential really is through, and when I say human potential, I actually mean higher human potential. I'm not talking about the potential to do evil, wicked crap. I mean, there's plenty of that, but that's a different idea, not one that I'm going to talk about. But human potential to do stuff that's high frequency comes from the living universe. It's very important to see this because it's part of the process of how things work on this planet. Not only is it part of the process of how things work on this planet, but this is kind of unknown. People just don't think this way anymore. And it's really, really, really sad because we live in a time right now, believe it or not, people, we live in a time right now when so many things are just destroying us. You know, it's like that deal in Hosea 4:6, the Bible. Now don't freak out, I'm going to talk about the Bible. Hosea 4:6. My people perish for lack of knowledge. Because they don't understand this stuff, now I'm paraphrasing, because they don't understand this stuff because you stupid priest bastards, you've decided to withhold it from them and create a monopoly. And this has been going on for a very long time, by the way. Now I'm really, really mad. And now I'm going to jack you up, since you're jacking my people up. But it's the same idea. You find it in Hosea 4:6. My people perish for lack of knowledge. In other words, hey, they're supposed to be understanding stuff you're withholding from them. Now they don't understand it. And now look what's happening. Look at the paradigm. Look at the paradigm. Look at the paradigm. You're destroying my people because they're creating all these weird paradigms. Why are you doing that? Now I'm going to jack you up. Bastards. You bastards. You clergy, ideological bastards, you. Withholding raw truth and giving them ideology. What is wrong with you, you sick sons of bitches? What is wrong with you? That's Hosea 4:6. That's what it is in a nutshell. And in that story, that is the creative force talking through one of his agents. Literally talking, telling these people, look right to their face. Like, shoot, you're idiots. You're idiots, and I'm going to destroy you for being idiots. But do you not think, when you read that story, hopefully you do read that story, hopefully you're not a Bible hater, or a God hater, or a Christ hater. Because if you are, by the way, believe me, it's ideology bouncing around your head by some other thing that you've been brainwashed by, okay? Because it's pretty good stuff to help understand you as a human. But when you read that story, just know that, I mean, the story lays it out. These people are dealing with the creative force. In essence, it's the living universe. It's what's behind the living universe. It's creation itself. Creation itself is laying the truth, the raw truth right on the line. Hey, you're jacking with my people. They're thinking weird crap. And now they're caught up in ideology and they're going to create these jacked up paradigms. And you're actually wrecking these people. They're going to perish. It has nothing to do with you're going to burn in hell. They're jacking your lives up and you're perishing. Okay? It's here and now stuff. They're saying, this is the creative force saying this. Okay? Forget all that religious ideology stuff. Read the words for what they actually say. You know, I mean, a lot of this stuff they taught us in church is ideology. There's real truth in there, don't get me wrong. That's why I don't want you to throw out the baby with the bathwater. Because it really is raw truth in there, but my God, it's like trying to wade through a bunch of rubbish just to cross a stream. Because the stream's so filled with rubbish, it's like the water's no good anymore. Like, what is wrong with you people? But it's all about the paradigms. You know, something has made this happen. Something with an understanding that we don't understand. a group of people at the top that create these institutions, religion being one of them, that says, oh, blah, 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 blah. We're going to nudge you here, push you here, brainwash you like this. But please do not, and I used to say this in my older stuff, but it was couched in religion. But it's a very important point then, and it's also a very important point now. Do not confuse the idea of creative force, living universe creation with religious ideology. Do not do it. Do not. It's a huge mistake. I don't care if you're a Baptist and you think, well, the church is God and blah, blah. I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't matter. That's ideology. That is ideology. There's too much ideology going around, and it's confusing to the populations. That's we the people. We the people, you know? We the people of the different nations around this planet. Not all of them are going to just sit there and listen to, yes, Pastor, that's absolutely correct. No, they're going to look at it and say, man, that's some ideological crap. And if they're smart, they'll go back to the text itself and read it from the text themselves. And go to some place that says, oh, here's how you translate the original language, and see it for themselves. And then they'll realize, you're filling my head with ideologies. Your religion is filling my head with ideologies. And this is creating paradigms. And these paradigms are not the highest standard of human potential, because these paradigms you're helping to create, Mr. Institution, Mrs. Institution, is not dealing through the creative force. It's not the living universe. I don't care how much you say, well, my religion is incredibly divine. Well, it's supposed to be. But the way you're saying it, the way you're teaching it, obviously, is it having the effect of incredibly divine? Is it creating solution? I'm going to talk a lot about this in some of these other recordings. They're under the heading of religion and spirituality. And I'm going to talk a lot about this because this is really a rampant problem today. I mean, you have a lot of stuff going on in the name of religion, and there's, Christianity isn't the only religion on the planet. There's other ones. And some of it is insane dribble. It causes all kinds of confusions in people. And they're persuaded to do all kinds of insane things. That's not high-level human. The potentiality of the human is being ruined by a lot of this stuff. That's why it's important. That's why I'm putting this on here, and I let them say what they want. Let the people caught up in that say what they want. They're going to probably hate me for this. It doesn't matter. This is for you, for us, we the people. So it's time to see through the fakeness and look into the raw truth. And a lot of the raw truth is corrupted by ideology. And ideology is usually bad. It's usually created by a higher up group that says, okay, we want this kind of outcome, we understand paradigms, we understand the four components, and we understand what we want, so we'll infuse this. We'll put this idea in their heads. We'll brainwash them like this. We'll nudge them like this. We'll push them in this direction and that direction because we want this kind of behavior. Because we are the control freaks that run this planet. And we've been doing it for thousands of years. And we're good at it because we've been doing it for thousands of years. And they're stupid because we've been doing it for thousands of years. And we've dumbed down everybody because we've been doing this for thousands of years. Now imagine how good at something you would get if you've been doing it for thousands of years. Okay, that's all I'm going to say there. My blood's beginning to boil, so let me stop this and take a break and move on to something else. Okay, this is pretty good the way it is. Let me just make one more point and we'll bring this to a close. Now, on the picture itself, you'll notice that underneath it there is a little heading, and I'm talking about on the website, on this page, the main page, one of the 6 main pages. You'll notice there's a little heading under the website, written in English, of course, and it has the verse of Luke 17:21. Let me talk a little bit about this because this has everything to do with all the raw truth I've been talking about. Let's look at this as raw truth for a minute. Let's look at this as raw truth for a minute. Never mind all the ideologies, never mind all the stuff that you're supposed to think every time you think about religion. Every time you pull out the Bible, you're supposed to go into this big thing about, oh, we got to think that we have to look at it like this or look at it like that. I want you to instead, just for this one moment, to look at it through the lenses of the 4 components. Because that's part of our design as humans. That's we the people. And the text says something to the effect of, neither shall they say, lo here or lo there, for the kingdom of God is within you. Now I want to look at this real quick because it's very 4 components related. Think of everything we just talked about in human potentiality and tapping into the creative force. And think about what we are as 4 components, and we're designed this way. So when this text is talking about low here and low there, or they'll say, basically it's saying, hey, where is it? Where is it? And the speaker, which is actually the Christ himself, is saying this. He's saying the kingdom of God is within you. It's inside you, man. It's like part of you. It's part of your 4 components. It's part of you. So you can go around looking for it everywhere, but it's inside you. It's part of you. It's within you. Look at that from the perspective of the 4 components. Look at that from the perspective of raising your set point, which is probably a horrible way of saying, look, bring up your frequency so you can tap it, because it's in there. It's designed into you. It's part of your 4 components. And what better way to create solutions for the problems we have today, which are over the top ridiculous, over the top destroying us, over the top making us perish, than to tap into the creative force. And it's in you. It's in you. It's within you. Okay? Now I know they couch this meaning, oh, well, you know, I'm this and I'm that, and really it means this and really it means that. But you know something? Read the words for yourself and then find out what it really saying. I just read it from the King James verbatim. I think that's verbatim. But that's what it really says. So I'm going to just leave you with that, and I'm going to call this set of recordings done. Because that is enough. That is enough to get you thinking, and then we'll move on to the next set of recordings, and they are fantastic. They're going to be more astounding than you could possibly imagine. It's going to put things in your mind that literally have been extincted on purpose on the surface of this planet and in the consciousness of we the people, that it will amaze you. This is a guarantee, I promise you. Okay, so I will talk to you in the next set of recordings. And by the way, Creator up. Okay, like Cowboy up. Creator up. And tap into your highest potential, raise your frequency. There's something to it. Understand the paradigm. Understand that you're creating the paradigm whether you know it or not. You are doing stuff whether you know you're doing it or not, because we're all designed a certain way. This is Earth. It works one way. There's not a million ways it works. It works one way. Look at the ecosystem if you don't believe me. It works one way. You jack up one part of it, you're jacking with the whole system. I mean, that's why the planet is going crazy today. It's going off because they're jacking with the system. All right, we'll leave you with that. Adios, and talk to you in the next one. Take care.